Hello, and welcome to the August 2019 edition of TAM's Museline, our digital newsletter covering all things TAM. I am Alex Freeman, TAM's Executive Director. The Texas Association of Museums' mission is to strengthen the Texas museum community through collaborations, connections, professional development, and advocacy. And August was a busy month for TAM as we highlighted the professional development side of our mission. We finished out our series of summer workshops, Understanding Audiences and Visitors, in Denton at the UNT Library, and Beaumont at the Fire Museum of Texas. On behalf of TAM and our co-sponsor, the Texas Historical Commission, thank you to Driana Belden and Ami Kamara for hosting us at their respective institutions. Various venues in Dallas served as the home of our third annual fundraising conference. We began this Monday, August 19th, at the Dallas Contemporary, where we engaged in a workshop around ethics in museums and a session on building realistic budgets. The day began with a keynote by new TAM council member, Carl Ham. It followed with an ethics and fundraising discussion with Texas museum leaders Andrew Walker from the Amon Carter Museum, Margaret Cook from the Bullock Museum, and Maurice McDermott from the Whitty Museum. After the panelists shared their stories, it was up to 6 groups of attendees to work together to solve hypothetical ethical dilemmas. This was followed by a presentation that demonstrated how chief financial officers and development directors work together in the budgeting process with Christina Cavalier and the CFO for the Dallas Contemporary. The evening closed at a reception at the 6th floor museum at Dealey Plaza before networking dinners into Dallas's design district. Thank you to Nicola from the 6th floor museum for hosting us. Tuesday began at the Perot Museum of Nature and Science with a foundation panel where Mike McCoy from the Meadows Foundation, Galen Smith from Communities Foundation of Texas, and Gary Smith from the Summerlee Foundation gave us a candid insight into how their foundations work and how to submit a successful inquiry. After the morning kickoff, representatives from the Dallas Museum of Art, soon to open Dallas Holocaust and Human Rights Museum, and Dallas Contemporary shared their expertise on developing and sustaining major gift programs, offering real-world examples of how they nurture relationships with key donors. Finally, the second day ended with the Ask the Experts panel that fielded questions such as, what's the most useful tool for building ongoing relationships with donors? If you joined us in Dallas, thank you for coming. I deepened my knowledge and got to spend valuable time with fellow museum fundraising colleagues. If you didn't get a chance to join us in Dallas, then check out our video recording of our Ask the Expert panel discussion on TAM's YouTube page. We're not quite done focusing on the Perot Museum of Nature and Science. This time we're going to move from the fundraising to the operations side of the house. On September 11th, TAM is hosting a webinar titled Museums and Resource Efficiency, Museums and Resource Efficiency, where lead fellow Joyce Lee will engage in a discussion with David Humphreys, CFO of the Perot Museum, and San Antonio Museum of Art energy consultant Nick Jones on what makes their museums exemplars in energy efficiency. Did you know that museums can be more energy intensive than hospitals on a per square foot basis? I didn't. In this webinar, the panel will answer the following questions. What dimensions of sustainability are important to museums? What are easy and difficult attributes to measure? And how do we create sustainability metrics valued by your board and or visiting public? Register today to find out how these museums do it and learn about funding opportunities that can help you cut utility costs and put that money towards mission furthering programs and exhibitions. Finally, we're exciting programming news to share. TAM will be back on the road in October and November for a workshop, The Road to Great Exhibits, a collaboration between the Bullock Texas State History Museum, Texas Historical Commission, Texas Department of Transportation, and of course TAM. This workshop will explore effective and affordable uses of technology within exhibits. Designed to provide the information needed to create impactful exhibits at reasonable cost, participants will learn about available research resources, interpretive writing, and visual storytelling techniques. Using examples from Texas transportation history, hands-on activities will build on each other so that each participant will leave with tangible examples and tools that can be implemented within their own institutions. The date and locations are as follows. El Paso on October 7th at the Centennial Museum in Chihuahuan Desert Gardens at the University of Texas, El Paso. Canyon on October 9th at the Panhandle Plains Historical Museum at West Texas A&M University. Wichita Falls on October 11th at the Sykes Lake Center at Midwestern State University. Nacogdoches on November 4th at the C.L. Simon Recreation Center. Fredericksburg on November 6th at Pioneer Museum. And finally, San Benito in the Rio Grande Valley on November 8th at the San Benito Cultural Heritage Museum. Registration opens today, so don't delay in signing up. These seats will fill up quickly. To learn more about TAM membership and become more involved in Texas Association of Museums, you can go to our website at www.texasmuseums.org or reach out to me directly at alex@texasmuseums.org. That's all for now. I'll see you somewhere in Texas in the fall. Goodbye.